Cash Style and that man done split up, huh? I'm sure it had a lot to do with him being controlling as hell. Talking about some don't wear no makeup, don't get your hair did. I want you wearing your real hair. Don't wear no makeup, just be plain. And I'm sure it had a lot to do with that baby daddy. And they got into it on the internet too, child, last week. I don't know. I hate this for my girl. Don't let no man change you.
I did not see this coming. Kash Doll and her boo just broke up today. She confirmed the split. He posted that he's single. Neither one of them is following each other. This is a shocker to me because I feel like they were so cute together. Like, she was happy, he was happy. I guess we be on the outside looking in, so we really don't know. But hopefully next time on her next relationship, she'll take things slow. Plus, she got kids, so she'll probably move a lot different next time. But I wish her nothing but the best. I wish him the best. And we'll see what happens next.
Well, Kash Doll has split from Za'darius Smith. She tweeted, "At this point in my life, I just need to be single. Za'darius is a great guy, but we can't see eye to eye, and with all due respect, we decided to part ways. I'm giving the internet a break also, so I'm done with y'all too right now."
Kash Doll just dropped a bombshell. She's single again. She went on Twitter and straight up posted, "At this point in my life, I just need to be single. Za'darius is a great guy, but we can't see eye to eye. And with all due respect, we decided to part ways. I'm giving the internet a break too, so I'm done with y'all right now." Now, I'm not gonna lie, this one had me shook. They looked like they were doing just fine. They've been together since earlier this year, posting all over social media, looking happy, booed up, and smiling like nothing could break them. But here's where it gets real messy. Just 2 days before announcing the split, she retweeted a post that said, "Manipulation is when someone blames you for their reaction to their toxic behavior, but doesn't discuss their disrespect that triggered you." Now, I'm not saying it's about Za'darius now, but come on, it's giving very much Za'darius vibes, allegedly. That retweet felt like a soft yet loud mic drop, like she just told the whole story without naming names. For those who don't know, Za'darius plays for the Detroit Lions. Their love story kicked off when he kept sliding into her DMs. Persistence on 100. Kash even admitted she had no clue who he was at first because she's not into football like that, but he stayed on her radar until she finally gave him a chance, and boom, connection made.
But no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she had me like, I'm not dealing with this I'm not doing it. The negativity, the not treating me how I want to be treated, the cheating, all that shit. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
She not about to see that. She needs to see me getting love correctly.
I want me to wear no makeup.
I was gonna say, because people have been saying since y'all got together, don't worry, we gonna get to him, but people have been saying y'all got together, you've been like bare face, real hair. Is that accurate to say that since you got together, you've been embracing that more?
The first time the world caught them together was back in March when they were spotted in Ghana living the life, matching smiles, vacation vibes, looking fresh and in sync. Za'darius Evan posted about the trip, calling it life-changing, but he kept their couple pics under wraps and for the moment. By April, though. Oh, they went full public. Kash was posting him with captions like mine. You know that stage when you're claiming your man loud and proud. Za'darius was showing her off too, posting her on his page, dropping Jay-Z tracks in the background like he was already writing the soundtrack to their love story. And now, just like that, it's over. They were out on vacation, waves in the background, sun hitting just right. She's dancing barefoot in the sand, and he's right there, hyping her up like she's the only woman on the planet. The chemistry looked real, like these two were locked in for life. But here's the wild part. This thing moved fast. Kash Doll had literally just stepped out of a relationship with Tracy T in July 2024, and by March 2025, she's in Ghana with a brand new man. That's roughly 8 months, which, okay, technically isn't lightning speed, but when you factor in the circumstances, people definitely had opinions. Because here's the thing. She had just given birth to her second baby with Tracy T right before all this. So folks were side-eyeing, saying it felt way too soon to be jet-setting with someone new.
Kash Doll man said he likes her better with no makeup, and they're saying that's all this trick in the book, and Kash Doll shouldn't fall for that shit. Because what did he mean he like you without makeup? When he met you, you had a full face full of makeup, right? And you are a celebrity. You have to be glammed up. The reason for him not wanting you to wear makeup is so that the next man cannot look at you. That's the reason behind it.
Let me break it down. Kash and Tracy had been together for years, raising 2 kids, their son Kash and their daughter Clarity, born in June 2024. But just 1 month later, in July, Kash publicly announced she was single. Word on the street is Tracy was out here cheating and Kash wasn't about to stay in that chaos. She even revealed her daughter literally gave her the clarity to leave, which is why she named her Clarity in the first place. She said she refused to let her kids grow up in that kind of drama. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm saying. And then, oh, it got messy. Word is there was tension brewing between Tracy T and Za'darius because Tracy just couldn't stomach seeing Kash Doll with her new man. No matter how cool he tried to act, he was clearly in his feelings about her moving on and living her best life without him. At first, though, everybody was rooting for Kash and Za'darius. The energy was all love, all support, until something shifted. Out of nowhere, fans started questioning the whole vibe, saying maybe this wasn't the man for her after all. Why? Well, during an interview, Kash Doll casually dropped that Za'darius didn't like her wearing makeup, and not just didn't like. He actually convinced her to stop wearing it altogether. Next thing you know, she's popping out completely natural, no glam, no beat face, and a lot of women took that as a huge red flag. We might not know the full play-by-play of what went down from then to now, but clearly something cracked. She's now saying they can't see eye to eye, which is such a broad statement. It could mean anything. But if that shady retweet she posted was about him, whew, then he definitely wasn't Mr. Right. One thing we've got to remember, we only see the highlight reels on social media. A couple can look perfect in a 15-second clip, but behind closed doors it might be a whole different story. And the fact that she's taking a break from social media altogether, that screams she's really hurting right now. Sometimes, no matter how pretty it looks from the outside, love just doesn't work out. So tell me, do you think Za'darius was low-key manipulating and gaslighting her the whole time? Or do you think people are reading too much into it? Did you love them together, or are you relieved she walked away? And now here's where the streets started buzzing even louder. Because right after Kash Doll announced her split, the unfollows started.
I am over the moon, disgusted and busted that Kash Doll and Za'darius, am I gonna say his name right? I don't know. But they broke up. She just released a statement saying they broke up, they can't see eye to eye, and right now they just decided to call it quits. And that she ain't gonna be on the internet for a while following this. So I just feel like when a Pisces go MIA like that, she heartbroken and she over it. She over it and everybody, basically. You know what I'm saying? That her best solitude is to go within her own mind. You know, Pisces do that. We dreamers and we're lovers. So right now, things didn't go as planned and she gave this man her all and she feel like probably on some level he was taking advantage of that. And Pisces aren't really disrespectful until you get disrespectful. So she's not gonna shed no light on what happened behind scenes unless he get messy and start spilling things, then she will. But right now, the best thing for her as a Pisces is solitude, silence, and being around people that truly, genuine love you and ain't causing you to be extra. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad because I really thought that maybe he was going to be the one to appreciate her for her, love her, and maybe they were going to eventually have kids and get married and all of those good things. But here we are. And maybe they can work things out behind the scenes without so many people prying in their business. But dang, I just hate it for my girl. I love me some Kash down bad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just say, when that one don't act right, get you another one, Kash Doll, and so be it.
Both she and Za'darius stopped following each other on Instagram, and not long after, the couple pictures vanished like they never even happened. You know that's the 2025 version of It's Over for Real. And then, the subliminal post kicked in. Kash was sharing little cryptic quotes about peace, self-respect, and walking away from anything that cost you your happiness. Meanwhile, Za'darius? He was over on his page posting workout clips with captions like, "A man becomes dangerous when he masters his emotions." Fans couldn't help but read between the lines. It was like they were having a breakup conversation through Instagram stories instead of over the phone. To make things even juicier, people started pointing out that Za'darius was suddenly being spotted out without his usual low-key vibe. A couple of sports blogs even claimed he was seen getting cozy with someone new at a Detroit event. But let's be real, without receipts, that's just talk. Still, the timing had folks raising eyebrows. And here's the thing. While Kash has been quiet on details, insiders are saying there were more control issues behind the scenes. Apparently, it wasn't just about the makeup, it was about her outfits, her friends, even certain events she wanted to attend. If that's true, then whew, no wonder she decided to dip. Right now, Kash is off the grid, focusing on her kids and keeping her energy tight. Za'darius, on the other hand, is acting like he's unbothered, but we all know that sudden gym grind and silent treatment can be its own type of response. So now the big question is, was this just two people who weren't compatible, or was this a breakup with way more smoke than anyone's letting on? Because something tells me this story isn't done unfolding yet. And just when everyone thought things couldn't get messier, boom, a new layer popped up. Some fans started digging, and they noticed that a couple of Za'darius' old flirty comments on other women's posts were suddenly resurfacing. We're talking heart eye emojis, looking good replies, the kind of thing that makes people start connecting dots whether they should or not. Now, I'm not saying this proves anything, but in the court of public opinion, screenshots are the closest thing to evidence, and you already know how fast that kind of stuff spreads. People were tagging Kash in these posts left and right, and even though she didn't respond publicly, you could feel the energy shift. It's almost like she decided to just let the internet do the talking for her. On top of that, there's talk that one of her close friends unfollowed Za'darius too, which for some people is all the confirmation they need to believe there's more to this breakup than we just can't see eye to eye.
You know, she seemed really happy with him, but a lot of people were mentioning how she can't even really truly be herself. Like she wasn't wearing her makeup because he didn't like it. She was only wearing her natural hair because he liked that. So maybe this is the best. Maybe she felt like, you know, she couldn't truly be herself in that relationship. I do know that her baby daddy, Tracy, he's probably mad happy, just, you know, overwhelmed with the fact that she's a single woman now. His baby mama's back. But yeah, hopefully she, you know, spends this time getting to know herself, just being free, because sometimes it's just great to be free and single and have fun. That's it. Shout out to Kash Doll.
And let's not forget, this isn't the first time Kash's relationships have played out in the public eye. Every time she tries to keep it cute and private, something always seems to leak out. This time, though, she's been extra quiet, almost like she's making sure nobody can twist her words or paint her as the villain. Meanwhile, Za'darius is still moving like nothing happened, posting football training, smiling in interviews, even liking a few spicy posts that got people side-eyeing him all over again. It's giving I'm fine energy, but also maybe I'm distracting myself. So now the streets are wondering, are these two really over for good, or will there be a surprise reunion a few months from now? Because with this much history in such a short time, you never really know. And something tells me the next move could be the most shocking one yet. And here's the kicker. Even with all this drama swirling, there's still a crowd of fans holding out hope for a comeback. Some people swear these two had real chemistry, and that maybe, just maybe, they're just going through a rough patch. But others are saying no way, the signs are all there. When trust and respect get cracked, it's hard to put the pieces back together. Since her split, Kash Doll's been spotted a few times, but always solo. No man, no entourage, just her and her kids. Paparazzi caught her leaving a restaurant recently, rocking a fresh, makeup-free glow and a new hairstyle, almost like she's in that new chapter energy. Fans in the comments were cheering her on, saying she looks more at peace now than she has in months. Za'darius, on the other hand, has been doubling down on his image, extra workouts, smiling for cameras, and keeping his captions short and mysterious. But there's still that question mark hanging in the air. Is he trying to show he's unbothered? Or is this his way of hiding what's really going on behind closed doors? At the end of the day, this whole situation is a reminder that what we see on social media is just the highlight reel. The matching outfits, the trips, the cute captions, and it's all the pretty side. But the real story? That lives in the quiet moments nobody gets to see. Right now, Kash is in her focus on me era, and Za'darius is in his keep it moving mode. But only time will tell if this really is the end of their love story or just another dramatic chapter in a romance that clearly had the internet hooked. Because one thing's for sure, dude, whatever happens next, people will be watching and talking.